episode 339. Thank you all for listening to episode 338, Calgary Conundrum. I am Patches O'Houlihan here with my co-host.
Trent Stryker.
And no Bear tonight. He did the nice thing, taking his sister to dinner and then going to the casino. So good job on you, Mr. Cub. We'll miss you.
Hey, man. Happy birthday, Sister Bear.
Yeah. Sister Bear. Oh, man. That's a good one. Thank you, too, Wes Anderson, for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter, @SongsByWes. Thank you to All Wear Clothing, first sponsor of Over the Line Sports Podcast. Get in touch with him, allwearclothing.com. He can hook you up with the merchandise like he hooks us up. Mention Over the Line Sports Podcast. He'll get you that deal. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York. Thank you, Sean. It is still fall cleanup. He can hook you up. He's still doing this, he said, through mid-December. You need those leaves picked up or cleaned up and hauled away. Get in touch with Sean. He will help you out. Mention Overline Sports Podcast. He'll get you that deal. Thank you, too, Sparty Steve. It is the week of Sparty against OSU. Michigan State against Ohio State. My alma mater against my heart. People were asking, which jersey are you going to wear? I don't know yet. Haven't decided. Because the last 7 years, whichever jersey I wear, they lose. So I'll let you know. And you'll find out Saturday. So we'll see if the streak continues for 8 years. We're going to see if that still continues to happen. Keep in touch. But check out Sparty Steve. He will also not help you out because he helps us out. He's too busy funding this podcast. So thank you, Sparty Steve. Last but not least, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com.
Okay, people. We can't stress this enough, man. If you're tired of spending your Friday nights alone, your Saturday nights alone, you want to get back into these streets on Thursday. You want to make Thursday mean more than one thing? Get Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com. Buy the book, Dating Sucks, But You Don't. Get it on audio if you don't really feel like reading. It's on Audible. You can get it there too. Download it. Go to the website. Get some help. If you want the women to look at you like Bezos' girlfriend looked at Leonardo DiCaprio in public like that, hit up Connell Barrett at datingtransformation.com.
So Connell Barrett can help you out with your dating needs. Cody, do you need help with your dating life?
Only on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Well, there we go. So only on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right. So we got to get into NFL, NCAA. We're going to get right into this. We got the picks, and our man, the myth, the legend, Bear, put these in for us. Thank you, Bear. I know you couldn't be here today, but you took the time to put this in for me. Thank you very much. Last week, we had a rough week. It was not good for the podcast. Cody was 4-9-1. Dub was 5-8-1. Bear was 5-8-1. I was 6-7-1, man. A lot of upsets. Dolphins beat the Ravens. Football team beat the Bucks. Panthers beat the Cardinals. The Vikings beat the Chargers. That's not really too surprising. Eagles beat up the Broncos. The Packers beat the Sea Chickens. We kind of split on that. Chiefs beat the Raiders, split on that. And the Niners beat the Rams. And the Patriots beat he didn't give you that win. Look at that.
What's up?
He didn't give you that win.
Which one?
The Patriots. You took the Patriots.
Oh, that's cold-blooded.
Man. I'm going to have to give you that. You're 5-8-1.
I mean, I know it was a bad week, but whew.
I'm going to have to give that to Cody Bryant. So look at that. He tried to keep you out of the lead, man.
All right. Trying to hold me down.
Yeah. We're going to have to tell him that
Ain't
next
nothing
week.
New.
Ain't nothing new. Two different Americas.
Two Americas.
I was laughing my ass off when Bear sent that, by the way. Just a wild week. A lot of different things happened. The Cowboys, though, man, how about my boys beat the shit out of the Falcons? Whooped that ass, 43-3. And Diggs had another interception. Loving it. Eighth of the year. What was the most surprising upset to you this week?
It's got to be Panthers Cardinals. I mean, I understand they had Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy pulled a win out last week, well, 2 weeks ago. And
Kyler was still out this week?
yep, he was out this week too.
Damn.
But I mean, it was the Panthers with a returning Cam Newton. Like he said during his press conference, I was eating a bowl of cereal this time last week. And they got beat like handily by Carolina. Like it was like it was a no doubter. So at least to me, that was the most surprising game that weekend. And Matt Stafford did Matt Stafford things, so which I wasn't surprised. It just seems that the brighter and hotter the lights, man, the more he shrinks.
Yep, that's what happens. And something I just found out, by the way, I might have to switch my my NHL team, the Penguins. The owner of the Boston Red Sox, obviously I'm a Yankees fan, is in talks to buy the Penguins. Fuck.
Jeez. Man, the rich get richer.
Right? Man. What'd you think about that? John Henry is the owner of the Fenway Sports Group. It includes the Red Sox, Liverpool of England's Premier League, Roush Fenway Racing of NASCAR, and they own real estate, including Fenway Park. And guess who has a stake in the company? LeBron James.
Oh boy, the front runner himself.
The front runner himself. So, man, it's just wild. So we got it.
Yeah, right?
I'm dying over here.
I'm dying, man.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to edit that because I started hacking.
Nah, that's all right.
I think they just came out with the college football. Oh, do we have the top 7?
Oh boy, I didn't even see. I've been watching.
Ohio State's 4, Cincinnati's 5. Who's 6? All right. So they still got it. We'll get into that. I'm gonna have to edit this show too. Hacking up a fucking lung.
It's all right.
All right.
Builds character.
It builds character. Bullshit. All right, here we go. Anyway, I'm back from my dying over here. And yeah, man, it just with LeBron having a stake in that, the rich get richer there as well. But he's never going to be Jordan rich, ever.
Well,
you think he could?
I think he's richer than Jordan, honestly. I think.
No.
He's got a lifetime deal with Nike. He's a part
doesn't
of
Jordan too?
What's that?
Doesn't Jordan as well?
No, he has Jumpman, but it's not he's a separate brand.
Yeah, but he's worth what, $2 billion at this point?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Michael Jordan.
Jordans are worth that much? Well, I mean, the Clippers went for 2.5.
So Jordan's worth 1.6 billion at this point.
Okay, so LeBron's got to be pretty close.
Yeah, he's got to be like 600 mil. Oh no, 850. Woo!
I didn't say he's close.
Damn, dude.
So if they buy the Penguins, he'll be right there with them.
Yeah, he's gonna be going up. Owns a lot of that shit. Owns a stake in Roush Fenway. So he's in NASCAR. He needs to put his ass more at Roush Fenway.
Nah, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna jump on the bandwagon.
Well, yeah, you want a winner, Kyle Larson. You're champ. I'm riding that shit until February at Daytona. So we were talking. We got to go into our NCAA or the NFL and NCAA picks. So last week in NCAA, we did pretty good. I was 7-2-1. Shit, 7-2-1. You and Bear were both 6-3-1, and Dub was 4-5-1. Damn, I only lost on Cincy. It's not bad. Only lost on Cincy and Oklahoma. I should have taken Baylor. I fucking knew it. Should have taken Baylor. Dumbass me.
Because you're trying to believe in Oklahoma, man. You can't do it.
No, fuck them. They're out. I'm happy. See you later. So updated standings on NCAA. Bear still in the lead, 63-47-1. I'm at 61-48-1. Cody 50-60-1, and Dub 49-50-1. So this week we've got there was no line for Georgia and Charleston Southern. So 50 is what we're putting on the spot. So Georgia for Bear. What do you got?
Yeah, give me Georgia, man. Come on.
Georgia.
I just hope there's a running clock that game.
Georgia. All right. Next one, Bama, minus 20.5 at home to Arkansas. This seems kind of low. Give me Bama all day.
Is Arkansas even any good?
They're okay.
That's 20. 20 is kind of high. I mean, Alabama, they start slow for some reason. Like they've been starting slow in the first half lately.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go Alabama. I ain't even gonna pour it on them.
Agreed. All right, next one, Oregon. This is an interesting one at Utah. Oregon, number 3 Oregon is +3 at number 24 Utah. +3.
Oh, well, I mean, they laid that egg at Stanford.
Was that Oregon?
Yeah.
And I just want to remind you that Utah just beat Stanford 52-7. 50, but they come out, dude. Then they get beat by Oregon State by 8. They beat Arizona by 9. They're hit or miss, man. But god damn, and then San Diego State beat them in overtime. Which Utah team's going to show up?
Right. Oh, man.
52-7. Holy shit.
I'll still go Oregon, man. Give me the Nikes.
Yeah, man. I think they're going to pull it out too. Give me Oregon. All right. Michigan State minus 19, or number 4 Ohio State minus 19 versus Michigan State. Michigan State for Bear, Oregon for Bear too, by the way.
I think this game's going to be closer than a lot of people think. And only because Michigan State can run the ball the way they can.
Dude, they can fucking run. Walker is no joke, man. K9. Yeah. But you got to hope the fucking quarterback knows what he's doing. Most weeks he doesn't.
Well, shit, hand the ball off. I mean, you take 2 steps and hand off the ball. Just hope you're on the right side.
It's exactly it. Just hope you're on the right side. So you got that. I mean, last week he was not bad. He was actually pretty good. Right. 22 of 30, 4 touchdowns. And then to add to that, Kenneth Walker, 30 carries, 143 and 2 TDs.
But it was also Maryland.
True. But the fact that the quarterback was able to get 4 touchdowns.
Impressive. Right. Give him a little confidence and
going into Ohio State.
Yeah. And I mean, if they can run the ball like that, you still have a chance against the secondary.
Yeah.
So
Ohio State's defense is not good.
I'm going with Michigan State to cover.
Same. So is Bear. Number 5, Cincinnati minus 12 versus SMU.
Ooh. I think this is their hardest game this year or this season.
Cincy for Bear. I'm also going Cincy, though. I think they're going to win by 14.
Oh, man. What SMU do last week? What's their record?
Which SMU? Super Millionaires University?
No, I was thinking
they beat UCF.
The struggling mall walkers.
Struggling mall walkers. So they beat UCF 55-28.
Oh.
UCF's trash this year, let me remind you.
That's true.
But SMU did beat up ACU, they beat North Texas, they beat La Tech by 2, beat TCU, right. They beat TCU by 8, South Florida by 24, Navy by 7, Tulane by 29. They lost to Houston by 7, lost to Memphis by 3, and then beat UCF by 27.
Okay.
So they're actually a pretty good team.
They're Because I guess Cincinnati would either be playing them or Houston in the conference championship game.
Yep, they're going to end up playing
So,
Houston.
uh, um,
Who'd Houston lose to? That's what I'm looking at right now. They lost to Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Okay. Well, you know what? I mean, give me SMU to cover.
All right.
Like, since he's been a little few nail biters lately.
Yeah. I think they're going to win by 14. So give me Cincy. University of Michigan against at Maryland minus 15. Michigan for Bear. I also think Michigan's going to roll by probably 3 touchdowns or more.
These motherfuckers. Yeah, give me Michigan.
Notre Dame minus 17 versus Georgia Tech. Notre Dame for Bear. Notre Dame for me. I assume Georgia Tech for Cody.
Engineers gonna engineer a cover.
All right. Oklahoma State minus 10.5 at Texas Tech. The Red Raiders. Texas Tech coming off that big win against Iowa State.
Yeah, give me Texas Tech.
You know what? I'm going to do the same, man. 10.5. I like Texas Tech here too. All right. Baylor, number 10, minus 1 at K-State. That's it.
Give me Baylor.
Why are they only minus 1?
I don't know.
Probably because they're at K-State.
Oh, it's at Kansas State?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess. But give me Baylor.
I'm also taking Baylor. Baylor for Bear. And number 11, Wake Forest, plus 3.5 at Clemson. Wake Forest for Bear.
Yeah, give me Wake Forest, man. Fuck Dabo.
Agreed. All right. Let's go on to the next one. The NFL. Thursday night game. Patriots at Falcons. I think we got
Patriots.
Patriots across the board. Colts at Bills.
Dude, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, you don't know when Bills team's going to show up.
Yeah, like the last 2 weeks, man, I don't know. I don't know anything. Between last week and the week before. But I'm going to go Bills.
All right. Bills for me, Bills for Bear. Ravens at Bears.
Ooh. Give me the Bears.
All right. You want the Bears. I'm going to take the Ravens.
We'll go out on a limb. I mean, the Ravens made Tua look like an all-pro last Thursday.
Yeah, I agree. Lions at Browns. Browns just got smoked. But do you think they can withstand the old Lions, the Browns?
Yeah, they can. It kind of makes me hate the area I live in though, because around here Baker either gets all of the credit or all of the blame, and I don't know, man. Like he's just the average quarterback, man. Like I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. We could probably come back to that. But I'm gonna go with the Browns.
Same. Texans at Titans. Titans looking good even without Derrick Henry.
Right, Titans
for Bear. Packers at Vikings. Packers for Bear. Packers for me. This is a game that Kirk Cousins will come around and win because it's not prime time.
Right, I was gonna say this is like a trap game. For us, not even them. Like I'm gonna say, like, do you want to take the guy that lied about not getting COVID, not being able to get COVID, or a
Right.
dude that just came out and said, "I'm not gonna get a shot"? Uh, you know what? I guess I'll go with Kirk Cousins and the Vikings, just because he didn't lie to me.
That's right. He didn't lie to you. He respects you, Cody.
Well, he probably don't, but I respect him enough that he just said I ain't gonna do it.
Right. Dolphins at Jets. Dolphins for Bear. Dolphins for me.
Yeah, Dolphins.
The Fins. Saints at Eagles. Eagles. Eagles for Bear. Eagles for me.
Eagles.
Washington football team coming off the biggest win of their year and Heineke's biggest win of his career against the Bucks at Carolina. Do they keep the streak alive? Bear says no. I also say no. Give me the Panthers.
Ooh. I'm gonna go Carolina, man. I think Cam Newton
Cam's
is
starting,
gonna
isn't he?
play. I think they're gonna try to start him. But I think he's gonna play the game of his life. Like they're going I think this is his first game, or no, it's not. Second game. I think the second time he plays Ron Rivera. So I think this might be the revenge game we've been waiting on.
I think he is starting.
Oh yeah.
So he
Oh
hasn't
yeah,
been there
Cam
and he
going.
just comes in and he starts.
This should kind of let you know how bad Sam Darnold was.
PJ Walker didn't look bad, though.
And PJ Walker. Let's let you know how bad he is.
He didn't look bad. He didn't look good, though,
Man,
either.
right? So you can't I mean, he looked bad enough that, the man that was eating cereal last week while he was watching football came in and took your
Yeah,
job.
right. But there's no reason he shouldn't have a job either.
Right.
All
Because
right.
Sam Darnold looks awful.
You look good in week 1 through 3. After
Right. And
that, not
then
so much.
then the wheels just fell off.
Yep. All right. 49ers at Jaguars. 49ers for me and Bear.
Yeah, give me the Niners.
Bengals at Raiders. Raiders for Bear.
And I don't know about either one of these teams. Do they play so up and down? Like, dude, Cincinnati looked like world beaters earlier this season, and they've kind of like regressed to the mean. Like, I'm going to Raiders.
Raiders here. Cowboys at Chefs. Chefs for Bear. Taking the boys, man.
Ooh.
Fuck Mahomes. I don't care how good he just did.
um, See, I want to take the Cowboys, but Mike McCarthy is the coach, and dude, I mean, the Chiefs look good, but are they gonna keep that going? Um, oh boy, I'm gonna go to Chiefs too, man. It's gonna be that shootout though. It's gonna be like 55, like 55-47 or something.
Yeah, it'd be like when Tony Romo lost to Manning and people got pissed. Like he scored 52 or 49 points, whatever it was, and they were mad at him. Are you fucking
Uh,
kidding me? All right, chefs for you. All right, Cardinals at Sea Chickens.
Oh man, dude, dude, the Seahawks look awful.
Yeah, they did.
They look awful. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
God knows. I am too. All right, Steelers at Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah, just for me and Monday Night Football. Bucks at home to the Giants. How the fuck is this a Monday Night Football game?
Right?
Bucks for me, Bucks for Bear.
Yeah, Bucks all the way.
Broncos and Rams on a bye week.
Hopefully they get a quarterback while they out. Jesus.
All right. And I do have to mention, Bear did put in there, he gave us the updated. Pod is 96-53, 5 games out of first now. ESPN 473-256-96-101-48. It's got to be a bot, but we're tied in
That's
second
a bot, man. There's no way.
We're tied in It's got to be. Tied for second with Charlie Batch Fan Club and Eric 2341. And yeah, it's got to be a bot. Just a
Ivan.
Reminder of the Super Bowl picks: Kansas City over Green Bay for Bear, Bills over Bucks for Dub, Cowboys over Bills for me, and Rams over KC for Cody. 4 different Super Bowl champs. College isn't the same, though. We all took Alabama.
Right. I'm just telling you now, the Rams ain't going to make it. They ain't going to make it. Like, Stafford bought all of Detroit with him when he came to L.A. Like, we got Detroit Matt Stafford. We got a lemon. We got sold a lemon. I don't know.
Better than Jared Goff.
It's like we traded in. We towed in we towed in a car with a busted head gasket for a lemon.
Nice. It's about right. That is about right.
Like, dude, like I still don't understand why people aren't criticizing Matt Stafford. Still. Like, that dude is untouchable. Like, he's been playing awful the last 4 weeks. And he's been getting away with it.
So this will be a fun one. Congratulations to Jonathan India of the Reds for winning Rookie of the Year. Of the 140 plus players named Rookie of the Year in MLB history, how many are in the Hall of Fame? Closest to the number gets 3 points. I'm going to tell him it's only me and Cody. So, all right, I'll put it in the chat box.
All right. I'm trying to think of the amount of guys that were Rookie of the Year. Whoa, that's not good. Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. 17 and 72. 17 and 72. 17! Whoa! In the money.
Oh, who knew?
On the money for me. I was like, I'm going to go with the first number that comes to mind. At first it was 9, and I was like, that's a little too low. So 17 was the next number.
Never.
Bonus, there are only 4 players since 1980 who are in the Hall of Fame that won Rookie of the Year. Name them.
1980? I couldn't tell you who Rookie of the Year was at any given time, let alone.
Dude, I have no idea. I don't even want to go for this bonus.
Right. I don't know. I'm sure Ken Griffey Jr. is probably one of them. That's the only person I could think
Derek
of.
Jeter. Derek Jeter.
Oh, he was Rookie of the Year?
There we go. Jeter for me.
Junior. Cal Ripken Jr. Huh.
So I'm getting 5 because I knew Jeter, Jeff Bagwell, Mike Piazza in the NL. Interesting. Man, a 5-point day for me. I like it. Had to say that at the end. I'm like, oh, Derek Jeter. After you said Griffey, I knew Jeter. Thank you for that.
There you go.
Mike Piazza. I feel like that guy's been 50 years old for 40 years.
Right.
So he went to the – oh, hey. I'm sorry he went to the Colts-Jags game, but
Ooh,
just to see a football
Jesus.
game in person. And if you like
Ain't no-
punts, this was the game for you. 15 punts total, longest game I've ever seen. It was fun though.
Wow.
Okay, now for wrestling.
Wow. Well, the Colts game I went to, it was a blowout.
For 2 points, the Shield debuted at Survivor Series pay-per-view in what year?
Oh Lord.
In the box.
I had you. Well, trying to think when CM Punk left. When did he leave?
14.
All right.
I think.
All right. I'm ready.
I'm ready. 3.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Why aren't you there? There we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 12 and 13. Survivor Series is this weekend, 2012. Thank you. Come again.
It's off by a year.
Off by a year with Cody Bryant. Thank you, Jeremy, for the trivia again. Next week, he's going to bring on a lot of the people for Look-alike, which will be episode 342. Looking forward to that one. So we got to go into wrestling over the weekend. Full Gear happened, man. I didn't get to see a lot of it. I was shocked to see that Christian Cage and Jurassic Express beat Super Click, Adam Cole and the Young Bucks.
It just finished, by the way.
Oh, did it? Finally?
Full Gear? Yeah, it just finished.
Oh, shit. A 37-hour pay-per-view.
Good God. Oh, my gosh. I wish Peapod didn't have to leave us. Because, oh, boy. He probably would agree with me. I mean, he has seen the light lately on AEW. So,
But they're still putting out some good product, even though it's long as shit.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's long. Dude, like that. I mean, for that pay-per-view to be 4 hours, there were some matches that could have just been on TV. Like Britt Baker, as popular as she is, only because she messed around and like bled on TV because of how popular she is. Like she is not. None of her matches are pay-per-view quality, except for that one. I give her one. I give her the one with Thunder Rosa.
Yep.
But after that, like no, none of her matches are pay-per-view quality. Like that match, dude, I think every match, I read every match on that card was at least 15 minutes, except for CM Punk Eddie Kingston.
What was that, like 9 minutes?
It was just under. I think it was like 12 or something. It was like 12 or 13, but not by much. But everything was like 15 minutes. Like Britt Baker and Ty Conti do not need to go as long as they went. Like that could have been on TV. That dinner circle match could have been on TV.
Dinner circle. Bastards won.
Like the Nyla Rose Jamie Hayter match, like that could have been on TV. Dude, like you could even went with the Lucha Brothers match. That could have been on TV. I mean, I get it. You want to put your championship match on pay-per-view. So I mean, if you really wanted to put that on pay-per-view, you could have bumped that Cody match because the Cody match didn't really need to be on pay-per-view.
Right.
Like I mean, I get it, but man, dude, a lot of that stuff did not, or even the Super Click match. Hell, that could have been on freaking Rampage or something, or even Dynamite. Like it didn't that didn't need to be on pay per view. But I mean, I don't know, man. I think it's starting to. I'm trying to think. When do you think the turn is gonna start. Like when the fans just kind of start to turn, or you think they just gonna keep cheering this stuff on just because it's not WWE?
They'll stay. I think they stay.
Eh,
I really do.
they might. I mean, shout out to Eddie Kingston for reminding people that CM Punk was still on the roster.
Yeah.
I mean, between him and Brian Danielson, uh, dude, that's only amounted to like, 150, 100, 150,000 viewers.
Not too much.
Yeah. Like, and these were supposedly, I mean, well, not even supposedly, but like these two guys were the biggest like gets. Like they're arguably the biggest free agents in wrestling. And you have both of those guys on your roster on TV just about every week on either one of your shows. And it's only gotten you 150,000 people, 150,000 viewers. So, and CM Punk did an interview. I don't know if you've seen it. Um, which I'm kind of surprised that it's not making as big of a wave as it probably should. But it was the same stuff that we've said before about AEW and what I tried to explain to Peapod, like in the very beginning. Um, CM Punk had made some comments to where he said the casual fan doesn't exist anymore. Like the casual pro wrestling fan, like
Yep.
doesn't exist. And I mean, he's 100% right. Like he said, it was something to the effect that um, the wrestling fans that are fans now, like, they were there, they're here and they're not, they were there all along and they're not going to go anywhere. Um, so, oh shoot, let me see. I'm trying to pull it up now. All right, here we go. Almost there. Uh, oh man, I thought I could find it. Okay, here we go. Um, he said, I definitely think there's overlap. I don't know if everybody who was a WWE fan came over here specifically just to watch me, but what I recognize in front of an AEW audience is an audience that I used to wrestle in front of prior to coming to the WWE. They're wrestling fans, Yano, and I will never understand the criticism of appealing to your fan base. If this is our fan base, give them what they want and everybody's happy. Now, I understand building a business. People talk about trying to get casuals here. I don't think there's casual wrestling fans anymore. My opinion, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe somebody at TNT is going to get mad because I'm saying this and of this opinion, but our fans are wrestling fans and we give them wrestling. So I
He's
the
not
man
wrong.
himself. Yeah, like he's not wrong, and this stuff that we've been saying for the last, 2 years, when they keep talking about, you know, all this demo nonsense, how they keep, these certain numbers in the demo and everything, but you're not getting viewers. And, you're still not going head to head with WWE. So, why are you even bringing it up? Like I think they need to stop doing that and just kind of focus on themselves and quit worrying about WWE. Because until you move to Monday nights from 8 to 11 or go to Friday nights from 8 to 10, like you guys have nothing to talk about right now. Keep your little Wednesday, keep your little late night Friday night, and chill out.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, their last pay per view, it was a good pay per view. Like it wasn't great, but I mean, it was still a good pay per view. And if that's what your fans want, give your fans what they want. Let that be what makes you stand out because you give your fans what they want. Like that's all you have to do. Because we all know WWE ain't doing it.
Right.
So, oh my bad.
No, you're good. I was just looking at all this stuff. What's going on? Like it's just wild. I'm looking at like some of the different, just kind of, you're 100% right. Like you look at a lot of the guys that are in AEW are former WWE guys.
Yeah.
And they're there. And I mean, look at Jim Ross. He's a commentator. Tony Schiavone, commentator, he was WCW. But Ricardo Rodriguez is a Spanish commentator. Justin Roberts, ring announcer.
Right.
And then all your wrestlers, several of them are there, or even if they're in the corner of people, Victor Guerrero's in a corner. FTR was in WWE. Miro, Bryan Danielson, Christian, all in WWE. The Adam Cole was there. Cody Rhodes was there. Pac was there. Arn Anderson was there. Malachi Black was there. Andrade was there. I mean, that whole match, that tag match.
Right.
Rhodes, Pac, Malachi Black, and Andrade.
Right.
All were in WWE in the last 5 years. And 3 of them were there in the past 2 years.
Right.
CM Punk obviously was there. Dinner Circle, they were there, some of them.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I just don't see, like, I don't care, man. Pound for pound, I don't see too many AEW fans that were, wrestling nerds, like, either me or you, or even Peapod for that matter.
Right.
Like, I don't think a lot of people knew who Sammy Guevara was before he got to AEW or an MJF or, or hell, even an Andrade. Nobody knew who Andrade was even before he got to WWE.
You're right.
Unless you were, a nerd like that.
100% accurate.
I kind of hope they go through and make some cuts, to be honest. I mean, it's getting to the point where AEW's roster is kind of getting, well, I guess you can't really say it's getting bloated, but there's also, I mean, granted they had the YouTube shows, but there's guys that just, like they could probably cut bait with them and it would be okay.
Right. 100% on point.
But I don't know, man. Jonathan Gresham, the Octopus, he's starting a new promotion. I don't know if you've seen that.
I did not.
I gotta look up the name of it. I can't doggone it. He put it out. He made an announcement on Twitter that he's gonna be starting a promotion called Terminus, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to look up when it's supposed to start though. I had it and then I lost it.
What the heck, man? You can't have it and lose it.
I know it. I was trying to pull up something different. Because I I was gonna bring up Hangman Page
What about him?
since since he won the title, but I didn't know if Peapod was gonna be around the whole time. Um, so I was gonna ask him about that, that whole long term storytelling um that apparently they don't have.
Yeah, they don't.
So I mean, the dude has a baby, comes back, and next thing you know, he wins a battle royal, and he's freaking, wins a battle royal. He's number one contender, and then he wins the title. Like, because I actually had the guys that he beat pulled up since he had been back.
Dude, he's the best, bro.
Yeah. Um, Also, the former Bronson Reed just made his debut in New Japan this past weekend. So that's gonna be exciting.
Bronson
I'm
Reed
kind of
did.
looking. Yeah, he's Jonah now,
Hmm.
but I'm looking forward to that.
Jonah. I don't know how I feel about that. Jonah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Terminus Modern Grappling. They're gonna debut. Their debut show is January 16th of next year in Atlanta. So now that's gonna be depending on who he gets. I would think that it would probably be a lot of the guys from Ring of Honor. Um, but dude, I'd pay to see a Jonathan Gresham, Zack Sabre Jr. match. Like that's something I'd pay for.
That would be a fun match.
Hell, if Tony Khan want to open up the quote unquote forbidden door, open up the forbidden door, and if he figures out a way to give me a Zack Sabre Jr. Brian Danielson match, I'll chill out. I won't be so hard on him
You'll always be hard on him. I know you.
because he talked too much, man. He talked too much.
Nah. Come on, man. He didn't talk that
Like
much.
between him and old Jelly Roll Jericho, like, dude, why come? Listen, people out there, please start buying Fozzy CDs, please. If you gotta stream it, like start downloading Fozzy on Spotify, on iTunes, all of it, man.
You
Please
just
just
want him
start
out of
streaming it.
wrestling.
Please, yes, please. Like start streaming that stuff, start downloading it, start buying it. Let that dude think that he is the most popular. Let him think he is the biggest rock star in the world. So he can do a Rolling Stones type tour where they just tour for like 3 years straight.
You mean like 50 years straight?
Oh yeah, they are still. They never stopped, huh?
They still going.
They still
They were in
going.
Detroit last night.
Ooh, yeah, they still going strong.
Yeah, and dude, they never ending. Never ever do they end. Mick Jagger, I read something about Mick Jagger. He walks like 9 miles a show
Dude, that's crazy.
because he's nonstop. That's why they're still playing, and he
Yeah,
still sounds good. You know, a lot of these guys should have gave it up years ago, but he actually still sounds good.
right.
And he's 78 years old.
But
And
I
then you
mean,
and you look at Keith Richards, he's been dead for like 30 years.
I was
You
gonna
know,
say he been dead since '88.
yeah, dude. And look at here's the thing about Keith Richards. For every cigarette you smoke, that's a minute added to Keith Richards' life. He adds time. He just looks dead.
Right. Like Keith Richards is like fully embalmed at this point. Like that's why he can still play the guitar. Like he's embalmed, you know, like when you're embalmed like the way he is, like your joints don't go bad.
Right. Dude, it's just wild to me that Mick Jagger is 78, sounds as good as he does, and just is out there moving like crazy.
And in comparison, wasn't he like the sober one in comparison to the rest of the
Well,
band?
yeah, in comparison to the band.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
That's scary. Like, oh man. Yeah, so come on, people. Like, do it for wrestling's sake. Like, save wrestling. You want to save wrestling? Just start downloading some Fozzy. I might start downloading some Fozzy.
That's a good idea.
You know,
Download some
just
Fozzy. I like me some
yeah.
Fozzy.
Like, you know what? Move up. Like, do it like you're gonna move us up on the podcast charts. All right. You know, download it. Give us 5 stars. You know, unfollow us and follow us again. Move us up the charts. And do it the same way to get Jericho off my TV screen.
Now, we know deep down you love Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow, dude, he's a fraud.
We know you love him.
Dude, he's a fraud. I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on that break baby to come out
Who that?
for Tebow. I'm waiting on like, you know, the baby mama and the 2 kids to come out from somewhere.
It'll happen.
Yeah, but I think he knows. So, I mean, you ever notice like how he's never really said anything, you know, too outrageous? He hasn't said or done anything, you know, outrageous, you know, since he got on. So he
Good
knows.
point.
He knows, man. He's not out here in the streets acting crazy
He
or
always.
saying anything crazy.
You don't think he's
I
crazy?
mean, that dude, huh?
You don't think he's crazy?
No, I don't know. I'm saying he hasn't said anything crazy. I mean, you got to think, man, this dude was on the team with Aaron Hernandez and Percy Harvin all at the same time.
That's a good point.
And he has not said a critical word. And Urban Meyer was his coach. And he's not said a negative word whatsoever about anyone or anything. So that should let you know about the skeleton in his closet. I mean, I'm not accusing him of any, but I'm just saying, you know how they say people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. So I'm assuming maybe his house is made of like porcelain or something.
Yes, that's it.
I think there might be some people that know some things about that man. And I think if he got out of line, I think it would all come down. But, you know, he is a God-fearing man. At least that's what he puts out there. So, I mean, if Jim Baker can be a philanderer and what was it that founded Liberty University, the Falwells?
Who knows?
If the Falwells, yeah, Jerry Falwell, if they can be, you know, like they are, and then found a whole college, oh yeah, Tebow got something out there. He got some dirt floating somewhere. Either that or he knows where all the bodies are buried.
He probably doesn't know where all the bodies are buried.
Yeah, like I don't think he's clean in any of this.
No. Nope, not at all.
Oh shoot.
The Oh man. So what did you? I saw a video too. I was going to tell you of Kenny Omega getting like his chiropractic adjustment. That shit was insane,
Oh yeah, I seen that. Man,
dude.
he's beat up, beat the
He
fuck up.
did you see they because he was telling him, "Oh, I got nothing to crack." They cracked him like 1,000 times. They just like
Oh
like just when they lifted him and cracked him, and you're like,
yeah,
"Oh
dude,
shit."
they were cracking him like it would sound like bubble wrap.
That's how I want to be cracked. They can crack me like
Oh,
bubble wrap. I'm cool with that.
pause. Like, no, you gotta say no homo after something like that.
Oh no, it ain't homo. You know that.
You can't, no, you can't be out here in the streets saying that you want to get cracked like bubble wrap.
I didn't say like bubble wrap. I just said crack my back and my vertebrae and my spine and
There you go.
all of
Say,
that.
there you go. There you go. So your vertebrae and your spine, two different Americas right there.
Only you would take it the wrong way.
I'm looking out for you, man. Looking out
Whatever,
for you.
bro. Yeah, you wait until we go to RPW and I take my. We go to RPW and I wear my Hoodfoot stuff. And I dress up as Hoodfoot and you dress up as Casanova. We're trying to show people.
Hey,
Doesn't
man.
have to be two different Americans.
I was once considered a Casanova back in my day.
But that doesn't surprise me at all.
Back in the good old days.
Back in the days before everybody.
Yeah.
But
Don't let the missus know I said it was the good old days, though.
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. So the Hangman, we know, beat Kenny Omega. Now he's likely going to get a feud with Bryan Danielson? Question mark. I don't get it. Face and face.
Because Danielson won, didn't he? He beat Miro.
He did. Submitted him.
Yeah. See, man. I mean, I know you want to give Kenny Omega time off so he could heal up. But I mean, if you were going to do that, but that's the thing. If you were going to do that, then you should have let Miro win. You know, you let Miro beat Bryan Danielson. It's not going to hurt him at all, like whatsoever.
Right. And if you're worried about it, you know, make him win kind of cheaply.
Right. I mean, Miro is a heel, so you know that's what heels do. They cheat to win. You know what I mean? Like it would have hurt Danielson even less because Miro cheated to beat him. So then you could have had Miro beat. You can have Miro beat Page for the title, and then boom. Now you got Miro Page, and you have Miro Bryan Danielson. That's two different feuds right there that you could branch off into.
And I don't know if you agree with this, but I think like a couple of the WWE guys, not the ones you would think that others would like think, but I think Miro and Malachi Black, man, those are, and Andrade too. Those three, I think those three are more top guys in AEW than your Bryan Danielson and your Cody Rhodes and your CM Punks. Yeah, people want to see him, but
I agree wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm. Give Miro the title. Give Malachi Black the title. Give Andrade the title.
Right. Like all three of those guys are capable of being champion. Like stop drowning Malachi Black with Cody. I think well, for one, AEW fans are fed up with Cody. And I think they're fed up with the Malachi Black Cody Rhodes feud in general. So yeah, it's like, like let Malachi Black live, man. Let him go. Get him away from Cody.
Get him
away. They should have just left it alone. Quit letting Cody Rhodes and Chris Jericho, kill the promotion, man. Like Chris Jericho just want people to sing along with that damn song.
Judas in my mind.
Like, dude, like, come on, man, you gotta let that go. He's looking like a one-hit wonder right now.
Yep. It is what it is.
Yeah. I just seen I guess all the backlash on Cody Rhodes, man. I guess he let me see. He deactivated his Twitter.
Hmm.
Yeah. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it
I
go?
see a bunch of backlash.
Because, dude, nobody likes Cody Rhodes. They're sick. Because because Cody Rhodes wants to be Triple H Jr. Like, between him and Brandy wanting to be the,
Stephanie, Chief
the
Brand
McMahon
Officer.
Helmsley. Yeah.
Uh,
Like,
he can't handle it, can he? Triple H can handle it. He had,
right.
how much, as much shit as people give Triple H, that guy had to go through a bunch of shit. I know as people
I mean,
think,
he
oh, he's
takes it.
Vince, he's Vince, Vince's boy. I'm like, nah, dude, that's not how that works. When you're fucking dating the boss's daughter or married to the boss's daughter, you got to work even harder because you got that people just thinking that shit about you all the time.
Yeah.
And that dude just breathes the business.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you gotta love that's how you know he loves the business, man. I mean, as a
Respect to the
wrestler,
man, never drank,
yeah,
doesn't drink. Respect.
I respect him because, man, for him to take all this shit over the years, the
Oh,
amount of shit that
tons.
he's taken, yeah, and not like spaz out on somebody, like it's just mad respect. Like, because he better than me. I'd have slapped somebody at this point by now.
And I love that. Triple H buries talent. I'm like, go look at his WrestleMania record. Especially, I don't think he's won a WrestleMania match since Sting, which obviously you knew that was going to happen. They weren't going to let WCW win.
Well, I mean, that whole burial, the WrestleMania burial thing, that's kind of legit though. He didn't have to bury Booker T. He could have let Booker T live.
Yeah, but Booker's fine.
And then, I mean, yeah, I mean, Booker, it didn't necessarily hurt him in the long run. And even then, it didn't necessarily hurt him because he had the reputation already.
Right.
But, you know, but still, like, it wouldn't have hurt Triple H to lose the Booker T at WrestleMania.
No, I agree.
And
I
then,
agree.
but then all the other times, like, I mean, who has he really faced at WrestleMania though, besides like his buddies?
Undertaker
Well, I
lost to
mean,
him
Undertaker.
several times.
Yeah, right. But that's the only thing I don't really get outside of Booker T. Like, who really has Triple H kind of buried at WrestleMania?
Not really
Because all
anybody.
his like all his WrestleMania matches were, I mean, Undertaker, Shawn, Austin,
Sting!
and but that don't count. I mean,
Sting!
the booking of that match was awful. Now, if you want to say that,
Yeah, no, I agree.
like the way it was booked was awful, but I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't have hurt him to lose either, but I don't
WCW
know,
wasn't
man.
winning. That was Vince's call. That wasn't even his.
Yeah, that was over his head.
Yeah, that was straight Vince. Vince all the way.
Yeah, and I think a lot of fans throw a lot of these terms around a little too loosely. Like, I think they just, there's a lot of wrestling fans that'll throw that shit out there, kind of like just to say it, just because how they kind of feel about that person personally.
Right.
And it's like, you don't even know that man.
Nope. You don't even know that, man. That's a good.
Right.
You didn't know that, man.
Yeah.
So, overall, a decent card. Could have done away with things like you said, but we'll see how Survivor Series goes this week. We gave our picks already on episode 340, which will be after this episode. It'll air Sunday. Our picks are there. Check them out. We got to end this show. So thanks to Wes Anderson for my quarantine. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Wear Clothing, Crandall Squatty Landscaping, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com, and of course, Sparty Steve. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Hey, Bear, you go to that casino, man, always bet on black.